couple of years ago when Hainesy's playing NFL, the first Australian person to play, 6 or 7 games and start, everyone loved him. Everyone loved him. Could have come back, could have done anything. Could have been Prime Minister. No, in Australia. But like now, because he switches teams, he does this, and then all these little trolls come out. It's just the way it is, isn't it? It's just
I think that's almost
especially the social media thing. I mean, you've got a massive following on social media, so like it's not like you're not popular. Same as Bill, like all these people. But like, as soon as you sort of, I don't know, like you're in the. They see too much of you, then they start making memes and shit of you, then they start taking the piss. It's just rude. It's just ridiculous. So
it's a lot different when you put in perspective from America point of view. That's the one thing I kind of got out of America, how respectful they are. You know what I mean? Like you get any bloke that's just played a game in the NFL, they look at you and they go, we can understand the sacrifices you made to get here. We understand how hard it is. There's 340 million of us, and fair to say 250 of us want to play in the NFL. Yeah. But unfortunately, only 2,000 get to do it a year.
And it's not like they just gave you a free run and just said, it's Jarryd Hayne, he's an NRL player. If you're an NRL player. They're like, fuck you, if you can't play and do the job for us, you're out. He made the cut, he did everything right. What's the difference with the training over there compared to here?
It's just like regimented, everything's kind of the same every week, which is kind of hectic, nothing changes. Like, literally the timing of it, the drills maybe the drills, some individual drills will change, but like the timing of it, the days of it, and you normally play every Sunday. So,
what about the specific training in training camps when you were there?
No, so that happens before. So what?
Yeah, I'm talking just the lead up before your pre-season games. So what was the training like then? Like, was it because it was really because you looked like a fucking tank?
Yeah, you actually can go and do your own thing. So it's called mandatory. Mandatory OTA. So you actually don't have to be there. Only the big dogs do that, but you actually don't have to be there. You only get, I think, 2 months of that. Then you have another month off, and then you have 4 weeks of training camp, which is just hectic. Yeah, and then the season starts.
So I reckon. So I'm always interested. What's the 4 weeks of training camp? Because everyone wins about training camp's so hard. Hectic. What do you do? Like, do you go into camp obviously, and as a rookie, and as an Aussie going overseas, and everyone was thinking, everyone's going to hate on him because he's an Aussie. That wasn't the fact, was it?
No, they loved it. They actually loved it because I was so successful in the NRL. They actually looked at me going, you're crazy for coming over here. Because over in America, it's all about once you get a good job, you just hold on to it as long as you can, So when they see me and realise what I'd done in this game, they were amazed, So they respected it a lot enormously. And so training camp is probably one of the craziest things I've ever done.
Even just compare it to a pre-season here. Compare it, what do you do?
We train for 11 days straight. 11 days straight. I've never seen anything. I'm like anyone going to come too much training? What's got 11 days straight? It was hectic.
And is everyone doing the same thing? Or
no,
is it so it depends on...
I'm saying, you get your asses towed up?
So it's just kind of like... So what it is, it's not so much the conditioning. It is the conditioning, but it's actually the repetitions themselves. So, you might be... They'll have... We're going to do 60 plays today. And these aren't just 60 plays where you kind of get... No. These are 60 plays, flat stick, all out. And so you might have a wide receiver group with 7 wide receivers. So on the first day, you got this 11 days straight, right? You're doing the same thing for 11 days. And it just gets more intense every day. And then so you start off with like soft shells, then like pads, and then helmets. And so by the end of it, you're banging, full-blown banging. And so what happens is, say you got 7 wide receivers or 8 wide receivers at the start. By day 5, I think we're down to 4 wide receivers.
Because of the injuries and shit.
The plays don't change.
Yeah.
You're just doing 60 plays, 100 miles an hour.
Yeah. And the DBs in that, they know what you're doing.
They're the same. Yeah.
So
they don't necessarily know the exact
so you're running plays and stuff. You're trying to beat them, so they're going hardcore at you. So it's full on.
But you got to realise too, if you don't do a rep 100 miles an hour,
we
have cameras everywhere. Like I'm behind you, in front of you, on top of you. So they know if you're not 100 miles an hour, you're going to get it chumped on. So when you got 4 wide receivers, you only get one guy that can rest every rep. So you got 60 reps where blokes will be doing 10 reps at a time. Which at full speed and fast. You do a rep, you come back, you do it again, you do it again, you do it again. So
NFL is one of those things. I think in Australia, people followed it, but you probably put it on the map, to be honest. For me, I'd shown no interest in the NFL. You went over there and I was like, let's have a look at this. The one thing that I don't really get, you looked as if your role was a really, really specific role. Do you know what I mean? If you're a running back, you've got one job, really. Did you get to find that, was that a bit boring by the end of it? In terms of when you're playing rugby league or rugby union, you can just go and rove the field and play footy.
Well, I think what happens is that the better you do that role, the more
It
the more
spreads.
work you put on. You know, so
you would've-
I wanted to get to a point where I was a running back. but
Yeah,
also
because
a spot
you're
receiver.
special teams punt returner, and then
Yeah.
you just wanted to graduate. And I reckon if you had stayed there another year, you would have been the first or second running back. Easily.
Oh, definitely, yeah,
definitely in the 49ers. So it was a big call even coming back, and then you come back here, you got to the Titans, and then
Well, actually, before that, there
oh
was
no, the
Sevens.
Fiji Sevens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
tell me
the
about
thing.
that because
Yeah.
you've just gone from being they've put 5 kilos of muscle on you, got you bigger, stronger, faster. And you're like, no, fuck it, I want to play in the Olympics, so you get a run with them.
Pretty much.
Tell me about that, because I heard that the training is ridiculous on another level again.
That's even another level. So, what I realistically should have done, a bloke Ebron from the Patriots, he actually did it the right way. He did it at the start of January.
Oh, he's
no,
quick,
he did it
man.
after the Super Bowl. So they won the Super Bowl that year, and he told Bill Belichick, "Hey, listen, I'm going to play in the Sevens after I want to come back." But because I only got a year under my belt, and Chip Kelly was a new coach, I was like, "Shit, I've got to learn a whole new playbook. I really can't just go away and come back whenever I want." So I was like, "I'll do the first month, get the playbook in my head, and then just tell them, hey, listen, there's an opportunity that I want to take. I want to do this. I'll be back, for training camp if it works. Yeah, it might not." So that got to a point where it was going to be tough, to be able to come back. So I was like, look,
And to play
this is eating at me too much. To go to Olympics,
Because you have to. I mean, it was a full. You had to. It's a full time that Sevens thing.
Yeah.
You can't just go. Yeah, I'm going to be an NFL player here, which is hard as hell. What you just did,
which I'd love to do.
And then
both,
you're like, you'd love to do both. Yeah, I understand how. And then
The funny thing for me, like, NFL's huge. You know what I mean? In America, it's massive, and I guess here NRL's big. You know what I mean? There's a lot of supporters there, but I come from a rugby background, and I love Fiji, and that side, it's the heart of that country, isn't it?
Yeah,
like
definitely.
it's on a whole new level. There's supporters, but then you've got an entire country that lives and breathes those results. That must have been quite an amazing thing to be part of.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Everybody plays Sevens over there. Like, when we were in training camp for that, we actually went and had our own tournament, just against each other, 3 days, game in the morning, game in the afternoon, back to back, so 6 games in 3 days. And when we play against each other, I remember just kind of watching the skill level. And I was involved in it too. I was doing things where I was just going, bro, there's just like a vibe you get. There's just like an energy that you get when you're in that team that it's like, anything is possible. There is no one thing that's wrong. Like the captain comes up to me and goes, there's nothing that you do is wrong. As long as you do it, 100 miles an hour, we'll all support you.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, wow. Like, but that was everybody. There'd be times there where, in league, you just getting the fundamental things right. You know, like catch pass, or like if you knock the ball on a couple of times, just hold the thing, and I'll be spraying blokes and be like, hey, relax. I'm like, no, you're right. Yeah, you're right. There was one time that this bloke made a break, and so in Sevens, you got to make sure that when you go down, or like if you're trying to fight for extra meters, make sure someone's near you so they can clear it up. So if you make a break, instead of trying to beat this bloke or beat 2 blokes, just kind of hold your feet, wait for someone to come, and then go to the ground.
Yeah.
And this bloke's just trying to beat the whole team. And I'm just spraying, going, bro, what are you doing? Like, seriously, like, we're blowing out here. You're out here trying to beat half the team. You're not Superman. Like, just wait for one of us to come and help you clear the ruck, and then we're sweet. Like, it's all good. And he's like, don't worry, but why are you stressing for?
It must have been strange, going from multi-million-dollar facilities to going back.
That was the funniest thing.
That's what I was laughing at. I was just saying, he's just gone from the San Francisco 49ers to Fiji Sevens.
Because I was down in Singatoka and went to where Nandronga is, and they were like, this is a national training facility. I was going, are you serious?
Mate, we'd walk through mud to get there.
Yeah.
And then, like, if it rained like before, we'd be like, oh, no, it's going to be, like, full of water everywhere, or, like, the draining. I don't remember seeing one greenskeeper the whole time. Like, it was just like, it was dead. And then not only that, we were training one day, and we trained a bit longer, and then the local people started playing. And so it wasn't, oh, hey, we're the national team, can you move? It was, hey, we're the local guys, can you move?
No way.
So we literally had to cut our field in half. And because, it's pretty much their field, like, we're just kind of using it.
Do you have any regrets, Hazy? Sorry. Do you have any regrets in the last sort of 3 years?
No.
Like what you've done, because I think what
nothing.
you've done in the last 3 years, like you've NFL, the Sevens, you come back, you proved yourself again. Like, you're 31 now, 30?
30.
Getting old, eh? Remember 2006? You were 18 years old, little rat.
Little rat.
Yeah, he was in the 2006 Tri-Nations, Four Nations.
I thought I was going to school as I was going to Tri-Nations.
he was 18 years old. I was like,
Oh,
look at this
man.
little shit from Parramatta. He does not give a fuck.
Oh, man.
What do you do? Are you signed next year? What are you doing?
Nah, not signed.
Not signed. Right. So I guess if you look at the Fijians, that 7 side, in terms of athleticism, where does that sit? Like you've played with NRL, you've played with NFL, you've played with the Sevens.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, athletic-wise, who's probably the most naturally talented? Is it?
Definitely.
The Fijians,
They're unbelievable. Like, but they've got like we didn't do weights for 6 weeks or for 5 weeks. It's just built. We didn't lift the weight. And the funny thing was, I knew Frank Winterstein. He was in the Australian camp, right? And so obviously the Aussies a lot more money than us. Everything. And he was telling us about they're doing this program and that program, and he sent me the actual the off-season program for when they weren't training. And I'm looking at it going, right, like.
Did you train hard? Tell me you train hard.
No, it's hard.
Or did you just do like with the ball stuff, just actually play?
So it was.
Because I've seen the Sevens Aussie team train. It's like 120, 120, 120, 120, 120. We were all sitting at Manly just going, wrong sport. You get paid $10 for a day. I'm like, no, I'm going to sit on this swap bike and just do nothing.
You love this. So our conditioning. So you get, I think it was like we do games, we do con games, and that, mainly con games, and it'd be like, all right, we're doing 3Ks in conditioning. And that was it. So you do 3 in the morning, 3 at night, and 3 in the arvo. So you do 6Ks a day, and every week it'd go more and more. So you do 6Ks 4 times a week, so whatever that is. And then you do 7, 8, 9, it got up to 10K. You're doing 10Ks a day of conditioning. And the conditioning, it was all mixed.
Condition games?
No, just running. So you don't do 3Ks. So you do 3Ks 1 week, then 4Ks, and
just build up.
So they'd let you know, they'd build you up. But when we do the conditioning, the boys would come together and go, all right, listen, we're just going to relax the first little bit.
It's like being NRL of all the Polynesian. Don't you dare pass. Like senior players, I just remember saying to Rennie when he was young, I said, don't you dare pass me, brothers. He was like 22, I'd just come back from an Aussie tour and we had to do like a 3K time trial. I said, don't you fucking dare pass me. And he had to sit behind me and he got in that much shit for not beating me. I said, thank God, it's nearly dead last.
Yeah. So literally we were doing this thing where it's like, up to the 22, cross, back down, boom, up to the 50, back down, up to the 75, back down, pretty much just laps. So you do that till you get to the 100, then you do 100, 75, 50.
Yuck.
And so it'd be up and down, but the thing was, all right, listen, the first bit, everyone goes together. Then the last bit, if you have energy, you go. Like this. So literally, the fours are the funniest. We had this one bloke, Bill, he was there struggling. And so everyone would just trot. Yeah. So he'd lead it. And the trainer would be spraying him, but not everyone stuck together. I love it. But it created so much unity in the team.
Yeah.
So it was one of them things we're only as strong as our weakest link.
Well, that's the way we get trained anyway. I mean, just say if you do little things with league or any sort of training, if you can't go as quick as you go as quick as the slowest bloke. He's got to keep up, but you don't want to put him on show, especially if he's an old forward.
You.
Start kick. Yeah. No, mate, I was fit, mate, when I was flying around like a little whippet.